In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can back up your whole Linux Mint with everything, with all programs, with all your passwords, with all your desktop settings to an external hard drive, and how you can also restore it to a complete new computer, or you can restore it to the same computer at a later point of time. And with this, welcome to Linuxort. My name is Jean and we are using the tool Rescuezilla. What do we need for that? We do need for this tutorial one USB stick bigger than 4 GB and one external hard drive where we will store our backup system on it. As a first step, we need to download Rescuezilla, and this is basically like you would install Linux Mint or you would download in Linux Mint. We go to the download page and then we go to the Rescuezilla ISO link. I select this. Afterwards, this has been downloaded. We go to the downloads folder, we right click our Rescuezilla ISO file and then select make bootable USB stick. Then we will select our USB stick. I select my 8 GB USB stick here. Please note that all data on this USB stick will be overwritten, and with that we can click write and create our bootable Rescuezilla stick. Perfect. And then we want to create a snapshot of this specific Linux. I created, for example, a file inside documents, Linuxort, and here we have our hello world document. Perfect. We want to have a look in the end in the video if we restored it successful, and also our browser session. We just close this in a minute and then we want to restore it on a completely new computer. The only condition for Rescuezilla is that when you restore your backup system, that the target disk of the new computer is at least as big as the disk or the partitions on your old computer. That's very important. With that, we can now start our Rescuezilla boot stick. If you don't remember it anymore, how to start from the new USB stick, you can just type in your model name or your main board manufacturer, for example, Lenovo Yoga, and then boot from USB. And then you will find plenty of videos or also some instructions how you can do this on your specific system. Normally it's something with F2 to go into the BIOS and to change the boot order, or sometimes you can also use the F12 key for directly getting into the boot menu. We do that right now. I close this Firefox here and we shut down our computer, or we restart our computer and start from our USB stick. If you successfully booted your USB stick, you will get this menu. In this menu, you select your language and then we hit enter. We can just use the arrow keys and the enter key on our keyboard. There is no mouse yet. And then we start the first option, start Rescuezilla. After a couple of time, we see our Rescuezilla menu where we can now very easily back up our system. So it's now time to plug in your external hard drive where we will back up our installed Linux Mint. We want to select backup here, and then we want to select a drive to backup. You can identify your disk very easily looking at the partition section here. I take the drive with my Linux Mint installed here. This is the first one. Perfect. I select this one and then we select next. As a next point, we select which partitions do we want to save. Normally, you want to save everything on this hard drive, unless you really know what you're doing. I keep everything selected and then we select next. Then we can select a destination, so where we want to back up our Linux Mint. Do we want to back up it to an external hard drive directly connected to my computer? In this case, this is it, but you are also able to back up your system over the network, for example, to a Windows Samba share, or also NFS or SFTP, for example. But I keep it selected to connect it directly to my computer. We now select our backup hard drive, and this is my backup hard drive here. Perfect. You usually recognize it on the size, I guess. And then we hit next, and then we wait for a moment. We can now select the folder where we want to save it on our backup hard drive. So I select browse, and here I have, for example, some existing Pika backup locations. They can stay next to the Rescuezilla backup, that's no problem. So for that, I create a new folder here, and then I name it, for example, Rescuezilla. Perfect. I hit create, and then I hit OK. And then this takes a moment. Perfect. Then we hit just next, and then we can select a name for our backup. I leave it everything to the default, but you can also provide, for example, a short description, or you can also rename your backup. But for me, that's completely fine. I hit just next. And then we can define the compression level. I personally recommend you just to keep it at the default. It is kind of the best. It is kind of fast, but it's also compression is very good. But if you want it, for example, very, very fast, then you go to the very left side, but then the backup will be very, very large. But you can also just go for the best compression level. Then your backup will be very, very small, but that takes a lot of time. So I personally just stick with the default, the 6 here. We don't change anything with the compression format here unless we really know what we are doing, and then we hit next, and then we see everything again. That looks beautiful. And there's also an option if you want to recover, for example, corrupted file systems, for example, or corrupted installations, then you can also check this box here that some file system inconsistencies and bad sectors will be ignored. This is perfect just to get everything what we can get out of the current hard drive. But I'm not doing a real rescue. I'm just doing a clone. So I won't need this option here. Then I hit next, and then it just starts. So this takes some minutes, could also do some hours. It depends how big your Linux Mint installation is. After some time, our backup has been finished. Perfect. Then I hit next, and then we are done with the backup part of this video. I now shut down my Rescuezilla, and for the second part of this video, we will see us on another computer where we will restore this exactly image we did right now. So I hit shut down here on the left bottom corner, and then I hit shut down again. Here I am on my other computer where I plugged in the USB stick and booted just from the USB stick. I select my language again, then select start Rescuezilla, and then we wait for startup. I get the Rescuezilla screen here. Before we restore, we have to plug in our backup disk. So you can now plug it in, and then we hit restore. Then it's scanning for all disks we have on our current system. Here we see some partitions and so on, but I personally want now my backup disk here. This is the third partition. You see, there is another system already installed. We will just wipe the other drive, so to say, and overwrite everything which was existing on the computer and just make it new with our saved Linux Mint image. So I hit next. Then we select our backup image. For that, we need to give it a hint where it will be. I hit browse again, and then we select our Rescuezilla folder here. There we see our Rescuezilla image, but we just stay in this folder here, and then we hit OK. And then I hit next, and then we see select drive to restore. Where we want to restore it, I want to restore it to my existing system here. So where already a Linux Mint is being installed. So I will overwrite that one, and I don't want to restore it on my backup disk itself. So this is fine. So I hit next, and then we select which partitions we want to restore. Normally you want to select everything, and we also overwrite the partition table. So the whole installed Linux Mint and all data on it will be wiped. We will just overwrite it with our personal Linux Mint instance, which we backupped some minutes ago. So that's fine. I hit next, and then we hit next again, and then we hit yes again. Yes, I really want to do it. And then that takes some minutes. After some time, our Linux Mint has been restored. That looks perfect. I hit next, and then we are almost done. So what I do now, we restart this computer here, and we want to look if we see our restored Linux Mint. And here we see our Linux Mint boot logo. That looks perfect. And then we can log into our computer. The background looks very promising, very nice. I go into the file manager. We will have a look to the documents, and yeah, here we see our hello world. That looks perfect. My Nextcloud also is annoying me, so as always, perfect. And then we can also go to the Firefox, and we can restore our last session by pressing Ctrl+Shift+T, for example, and then yeah, this looks perfect. All my passwords are saved and are restored. All my files are there, and all my installed programs, which I did install, are also present. So that's perfect. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because here on Linux.org we are releasing new stuff about Linux and open source every single week. So make sure to don't miss any future video. See you on the next one. Bye.